Okay, he's just running off with the girl.
They've traveled across the lands to uncover a world where oceans are alive. Mountains call out, forests share their secrets, animals thrive, and where nature is the overpowering force. They've shown determination, grit, and sheer will. With 2,500 kilometers of coastline, towering mountain ranges, changing landscapes, a wealth of flora and fauna, and the roughest kids around, South Africa is our playground, and this is Roughing It Out. Round 2 will see the Eco-Ellies compete against local leopards for a cash prize of 10,000 Rand, and even more importantly, for the chance to say, without question, that they have roughed it out.
Hello Mzansi, ndiyanamkela to another day in the rough. Once again, our thirst for adventure and fun takes us to Ingwe Forest Adventure, where the eco-elephants and the local leopards battle it out for the win.
Now, the past few weeks have been a tug-of-war where both teams vie for those all-important rough points. But before we take a look at what this adventurous paradise has in store for us, here's a flashback of what went down last week.
Last week, the rough kids designed their own flag.
My elephant came out looking like a koala bear.
Next up, they were put through a series of tests that challenged their memory and teamwork.
So wonderful.
I think they've got it figured out. Let's see how this plays out. Come on, Eco!
Before ending the day with a crazy obstacle course that ended in a muddy crawl for victory.
So it looks like the team with the best overall points is the Eco-Ellie. Eco-elephants, local leopards, it's great to see you again. Now today we have a plethora of activities that is going to get you in tune with nature. And once again, our rough guide is Kathy.
Okay, so today's activities that we have planned for you, first of all, we're going to start by building solar ovens and making nice little snacks to eat. Then we're going to go on a nature walk and scavenger hunt. And then we're going to end the day with a problem-solving activity where you can design something to help nature.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Teams, are you ready?
Yes!
Then let's rough it out.
For stage 1, teams need to create a solar cooker using cardboard, foil, and plastic wrap. Our rough guide, Kathy, will assist and also select the winner.
So I'm going to do the other module.
Okay, before this, yeah, to make it like a box. Then you just go like that. Now what's number 2?
Classic.
No, the Oliver, why don't you put it outside? Oh.
So,
Yeah,
like that. So the sun comes through the holes.
yeah, now put this for the sun to be attracted.
It has to stand like this.
Yeah.
So, and then the light goes through it.
So for the solar oven challenge, Kathy gave us some materials to make an oven, and our plan was Gabby had to do the planning of the oven, and me and Sophie and Asuma had to do the making of the oven. So
Make the hole.
So we didn't know what to do until Zubayd had an idea to put the foil over the outside and inside so that he can reflect into the box.
The sun is gonna come.
So wait.
what are we doing?
Okay. First, make the box here. This is the box. You can bend this spot here and then clip it onto this spot here.
Bend all of these.
Yeah.
So, the Eco-Ellies have a plan and have started building their solar oven.
we did have a plan, and our plan was that we would put tin foil around the whole box and puncture holes in it for the sunlight to go through the holes onto the black piece of paper that we also taped down, and that was like our fry cooker.
When the sun hits this foil, it's going to reflect back. So how much heat's going to be inside there? Not very much, because it's all going to reflect back. You see? So what you want to do is make it, I like the black color, that's a great idea. But what you should do is take your foil, put it on the inside, take your clear, cover it like an oven closes, okay? Like a greenhouse gets hot, because the sun's rays go in and then they get trapped inside.
We decided to do that, and right afterwards, Kathy pointed out to us that we did it all wrong and that it wouldn't have worked.
Put your plastic over the top to trap the heat inside there. And then what you can do is set it up so that the sun's rays reflect off here into here.
So we had to break everything down again and remodel it by putting the tin foil inside the box with the plastic wrap as well, and the black paper the same as usual. Everything looked unneat and it didn't really look as good, but at least we got it right the second time.
While the eco-ellies rebuild, the local leopards are moving along swiftly.
Ticket lang staan.
I-plan net it was uyenza i-box iyayivula sifake iphepha elimnyama, then sifake i-plastic foil up on top, then i-foil yona sibeke inside and outside for the sun to come through there and into the plastic. And it turned out great because very stable, kangiwe kaimoshakali.
You stuck out in the wild and struggling to prepare your food, raw fish, uncooked veggies, hard items. Well, today we've created a brand new solar oven. All you need to do is put the oven in the sun, it traps the heat inside and grills your food perfectly.
All right, guys, your 5 minutes is up. And are you guys done?
Yes.
She's shaking her head. Oh, the sticks. All right, all right.
You just have to put the sticks in.
I'll give you guys a second to complete that and we'll be done. Hands away from the table and it's on to the next challenge.
Well, I've heard it many times before. Too many cooks spoil the broth. But we'll just have to wait and see. Tune in after the break.
Okay teams, now that you have completed making your solar ovens, we really have to see if they can work. But also, I believe Kathy has some ingredients for us. Kathy, what's cooking?
We are going to make s'mores. So each person's going to get a row of chocolate, 2 biscuits, and a marshmallow, and you're going to make a s'more. And the team that has the mushiest, meltiest s'more, that's the team that wins the challenge.
All right, teams, now you know that this is not your first cooking challenge, so make sure that you use and improve on what you learned on your first day in the rough. Best of luck.
For stage 2, the teams must use their solar ovens to make chocolate marshmallow s'mores using the sunlight. Kathy will check whose s'more has melted best.
So how many hours are we putting out the food for?
2 hours.
For 2 whole hours.
Okay, I'm going to eat this one for now.
Remember to stack them properly, put them in neatly, and then make sure that you have enough sunlight that's going to come into your oven so that you can melt the s'mores. The mushier they are, the better they are.
These solar ovens look great, and the rough kids seem to be enjoying making the chocolate s'mores. Let's hope they melt.
With the ovens completed and the s'mores placed...
But will it work? Only time will tell.
For stage 3, the teams will need to identify plant and animal species on their list as they complete a scavenger hunt through the forest. The team to identify the most species wins.
En dis putu bush.
Are we seriously gonna find
Wait,
monkeys, guys?
I saw it. I saw something. The bush. There's it.
A baboon?
No, a
Butu
bush. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you see that house, the first tree, the second tree.
Yeah.
So we've got two
Looks like the rough kids have already identified some items.
Okay, the tree, the owl, and the bush.
I ate it.
Is that the bird? The wagtail.
No, that's a mistletoe.
No, the
See that tree? That tree is big.
I saw the owl basket, and so then I saw the tree. So then we saw bird. So I saw bird. So then Gabby saw a bird with colors.
We've got this now. We lifted these.
We found the bush. We have to find the vivid monkeys. And we found the mistletoe and the old man's beard. So let's go.
We had to find 10 items in the nature walk, and when we first started off, we found one of the plants, 2 of the plants in the same area.
Now we're looking for the songololo.
Did we get this?
No.
The Cape Wagtail we still need to find. So the songololo, the Cape Wagtail, and we're also looking for mistletoe.
And also the fellow deer and the other one.
Okay.
I'll look up as well.
Okay. The 2 of our team members are looking.
So the scavenger hunt was easy for us. We found everything except for the monkey and the deer, but I got it to creep out because we saw some creepy insects.
But then you asked the other one, was it? Because there were two.
Okay, so you've got it. You've got the beach.
So there was like a tree, which was what Ibrahim pointed to, and that wasn't enough. Then there was the actual bush next to the tree.
And that was right. Okay.
Kwi-scavenger hunt into besifumeneyo yi-old man beard, and into ibisokolisa ukuba sifumane yisongololo.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
4, 5.
5 items. So we still need to find
1, 2,
3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're halfway.
And then right after that, we found 2 birds, and that was also really a good relief because it's always the animals that make us struggle a lot, and because they're always moving around, you never get to actually say that there's an animal, and no one's really looking at that time. So
Here's number 5.
All right, teams, we have 1 more minute left before we have to go back to camp and tell everybody about what we found. Let's go.
The rough kids need to find a few more items before their time runs out.
What slowed us down is the area that the animals were in. That was what slowed us down. And what I liked about the challenge is that, again, we had to look for it. That was mostly fun. And what we didn't find is, we didn't find the monkey and deer cones. Like, the monkeys were like hidden more across to that side.
With the scavenger hunt complete,
It's off to the next stage.
For stage 4, the teams will need to sit in silence, identifying the various sounds. All the sounds must be recorded on their sound map. The team to correctly identify the most sounds wins.
All right, rough kids. Your time starts now.
Okay, rough kids, I hope you guys are ready because your time starts now.
Instructions was simamele izinto ezikhalayo, like xa siva intaka so sibhale uba okay siva intaka kweli cala, and ke mna ke kweyami kwi-map ndendabhala like left, right, top, bottom.
our strategy was just to write down anything that came our way, any noise that we heard, we'd just write down, and that was probably the easiest strategy.
Kids, your time is up. In 10, 9,
8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3.
2, 1. Your time is up. Local leopards, put your pens down. I spy with my little eye an ad break. See you after this.
For Stage 5, the teams must use the materials provided to build a model that can help the environment. They must present and market their model to our rough guide, who will select the most innovative idea.
All right, local leopards, these are all the items that were in your bag. Now you have 1 minute to discuss what it is that you want to go ahead and build, and only after that 1 minute can you start putting everything together. Your time starts now.
We can have like a tree on the middle, and then we can have
Fence around it. And then we can just like add stuff to the bottom to make it hang.
Are you sure? All right, so what are you guys thinking of doing?
I think we can make a bird feeder.
A bird?
Yeah, a bird feeder. Because like
A
it's
bird
the easiest
But it must
option.
be creative and unique.
So are you cleaning water? Are you collecting things?
collecting things and cleaning water and like finding stuff we never found before.
Okay.
We had to make sort of like a drone, like a float, and there was like a first aid kit on top that could open and we could put stuff there in.
So the local leopards have started constructing their item. It looks like they're going to do a water purification system as well as maybe a trash collection. Let's see how it all pans out. These ones, because they're going to stabilize the lids much better. Don't you think?
What are you doing?
No, take out the long stick. Well, I don't know, it's up to you.
This is to help you with your building, okay? This is all you get, so use it sparingly. Use it wisely.
Can you hold it for us, please?
Yeah, I can hold this. You guys get things done.
After ukunikwa ii-items zethu thina siye sacinga ukuba masenze i-bird feeder. I-bird feeder ibi-idea ka-Ephraim and uAnga. Yeah, it worked, isebenzile and isebenze kakuhle. Like this.
Yay! Yay! Test it quickly, but keep the top part maybe and just test it so it doesn't fall apart. So then leave that drawer open. Leave that drawer open if you want to.
Leave it open and goes down.
Ah! The ceiling is falling. The ceiling is falling. Okay, guys, so far you still have 2 of the paper rolls, you have 2 of the eco bricks, and a whole lot of the tongue depressors, as well as a bucket that you need to use, because you have to use everything to make up your item.
You like all of this?
All of them.
Yeah. The plan was Gabby tied the bottles, or Shloma put in the sticks and paper.
All right, team, you have 5 more minutes left to build. After that, you have another 5 minutes to continue your advertisement. So you need to come up with a way to sell this product to Kathy, and hopefully she'll buy it.
This side, other side, other side.
Oh my word, sis.
Other side is also.
And we go up there.
Yeah.
But it's better when it's flat.
And we decided to hang the antlers onto the string, onto the whole bird feeder project. So our team's communication was really bad because everyone was trying to do their own thing and trying to put tape in places where it wasn't necessary and where it was going to look goofy and it didn't look like it was going to be eco-friendly. It was just going to look like a mess.
All right, so the eco-elephants are building a bird feed, which I think is a really brilliant idea. They tried to use all of the items they were given to use, and I really hope it pans out really well.
We ran out of tape, so half the things weren't stuck together. So everything was falling apart every time we tried moving it around, so that was also really bad.
All right, guys, you have 30 seconds left. Who's doing your commercial?
You said first. You said you're gonna do it there.
Put it there. Local leopards, I need you guys to focus and get this task done.
Give us
Things in this.
I wasn't too sure about our machine because it looked very ugly. And I think if we had a little more time, it would look much better because everything was falling apart.
All right, local leopards, your time is up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
All right, Eco-Ellies, your time is up. It is now time to see your commercial. All right, Rough Kids, Kathy is awaiting your presentation.
Okay, so this is the Eco-Ellie bird feeder. We use the container, and inside we put our water using the lollipop sticks, and we broke them up into little pieces and we put them there. Then we used the antler, and then we took 4 pieces of string and we tied it so it can keep in place, and then we tied it over the antler,
which is a holder which will be put in a tree. And this is the area where the bird sits, and we will put bird seeds there, and the bird can sit there and eat bird seeds here.
Yeah, perfect. Well done.
Well done, Eco-Ellies. Let's see what the local leopards have prepared.
Local leopards roar. Kathy, I think the local leopards are ready with their presentation.
Okay, let's see it.
We call it the local leopard FC. It stands for First Aid Kit, Floating and Collector.
This is the first aid kit. You can use this toilet paper to collect inside like dirty things for collecting, and this like tongue. You can use this for your mouth or to treat animals to see if they have fever or there's something wrong with them. Okay.
And the floating bottles are for the ocean to collect like oil, seaweed, dirty things, and papers.
Good job, local leopards. Very interesting device.
Well done.
Well done, Rough Kids. You've worked extremely hard today and proven to be true eco-warriors.
But as you all know, there has to be only one winning team. So Kathy, will you kindly do us the honors and tell us how the teams did?
Well, our first stage was to build that solar oven and try and make a s'more. And while both teams had very good, unique designs, I would say that the local leopards, your design worked a little bit better because your stuff is mushy and melted. And you guys, the Eco-Ellies, yours ended up in the shade, so it didn't melt quite as well. The second stage was our nature walk and scavenger hunt, and that stage also goes to the local leopards. They did an excellent job there. So you found the most animals in the scavenger hunt, and you did very well on the sound map. The third stage then was the build a machine. And while Eco-Ellies did a pretty good job, your teamwork wasn't quite as good as the local leopards. So local leopards, you won that stage as well.
Wow, good job, local leopards. You are the winning team for today, earning yourselves 10 rough points. Let's take a look at the scoreboard.
After a busy day in nature, it was the local leopards who took the win, earning themselves 10 rough points, putting their score on 30, with the Eco-Ellies trailing on 10 points.
It's been a rough day for the Rough Kids, from designing solar ovens to creating sound maps and turning trash into treasure. The Rough Kids are unstoppable.
Yes, and next week promises even more thrills for you and the Rough Kids. So if you don't want to miss any of the action, tune in next week, same time, same place. In fact, check this out.
Next week, the Rough Kids meet some of SA's coolest cats as they take on Taniqua.
Are you stuck out in the wild and struggling to prepare your food? Raw fish, uncooked veggies, hard items. Well, today we've created a brand new solar oven. All you need to do is put the oven in the sun, it traps the heat inside and grills your food perfectly.